Hey guys, how you doing? Starlight Studio. Getting ready to go to school next week, so I'm not gonna be playing as often. I'll figure out something. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure out something. Hang on with me here. I forgot what I was doing. Coming back. I'll play for a little while and. Let's see, where the hell am I going? I already broke that. Wait a minute. That's right. It always goes to the most. I did go to the right one. Okay, I did not make that yet. I didn't think I did. Okay, then I know. Yeah, there wasn't really much of a difference. But I was like, I see a clock. That's not correct. Let's try that again. Alright, so we're in the right playthrough. I should not see a clock. Like, wrong playthrough. I already beat that game, that's why I'm doing that. I don't really care about the.
Forget it. Your cane will never smash that thick glass. You'll need something super heavy, like that big wrecking ball up there. See those neon tubes? I know they look like you can't climb on them, but with your thieving skills, I bet you can pull it off.
I've been rewatching Jackie Chan Adventures. The first 3 seasons are really good, and then it starts getting kind of weird. It's not bad per se. It's just a little bit like I don't know. There's something not quite. It's something not quite as good. You know what I mean? I feel like the first season was definitely the best by far. The second season is pretty good. Like I like the second season. I don't feel like it's quite as good as the first season. The third season was okay, but then they got kind of weird with it, like because they only had like 9 episodes, so they had like a lot more like filler episodes. Good show though. Really funny. The irony of this bad guy. He's mad at me for breaking into his house, but he robbed me like a long time ago. Smash it.
Yuck, these rooftops are filthy. Well, they are the only way to get to the key. Satisfy locator tells me it's in a jewel case somewhere near Mugshot's penthouse.
Oops.
Well, 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 look who just walked into my crosshairs. Sly Cooper.
About that, you should have response. It was getting very lucky. Glad you took a wrong turn somewhere that embarrassed.
The only one making wrong turns is you, Sly. I'd suggest you surrender before I paralyze you.
I like how this game is basically from Paris. I wonder why they decided that it's like from Paris. This whole thing is about Paris. They even talk like about like Interpol and like I didn't even know what like Interpol was. I had to like look it up. It's like kind of like a small subplot. Yeah, Thebes Raccoonus. They even have like this whole like Italian thing. They randomly go to Canada. Where else did they go? See, Italy, Canada. They go to like I don't know where those islands are supposed to be. It's like random, like maybe like Barbados or something. I don't know. They might explain where they are. Not really sure. Wait, where am I? Ah, ow! Thought I messed that up. Ah. Oh man, it really restarts here sometimes. Talk about restarting here. All the way back here. If I'm not mistaken, I have to listen to her talk again. Oh no, no, don't. Yeah, this is like one of the few games. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You can actually play it that way. That's a pretty far away before I get a checkpoint. There we go. Back here. Ah! Ah! Like how like launches get bored. Probably because like it didn't know where else to put me or something. Whoops. Ah! It is. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. Whoops. Hey. Ah. Rough. Ah. Ah. I'm sucking today. It's funny. This game actually gives you like kind of a mercy system. You see how I have a horseshoe. If you're sucking so badly, we're gonna give you a mercy system. Although personally, I feel like more games should do that. Ah, how do I do that? I actually have like a second to jump off that thing. There. Peace. This is a weird angle. There. Got to press circle last time. Hit the circle button. Ah, come on. Ah, stop that. Yeesh. Mugshot himself is kind of annoying to fight. Let's see, where am I? Up here. Ah. Oh. Those things are annoying. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. You know what? I don't think I did know I could do that. That's crazy. Whack. Puppy. I gotta remember that. I didn't know I could do that either. I jumped so high, I jumped over the thing. Dun 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 Mortal Wombat. So we got all missing one. Which one am I missing? I are missing one. Let's see. How do I get one there? Let's see. What am I missing? What am I missing? That way. Oh, outside. I think. Oh, I remember. Yeah, go this way. Do the race. Not my favorite thing to do. I feel like this is a little bit more Murray than the other thing was. Like the whole he's definitely like the van driver. I kind of like this side of his character. I also like the whole superhero thing that he does. But the third game was definitely a little bit weird. All right, I gotta do this again. It's been a while. But then I'm gonna need a couple. Is it a circle? And square. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the race in this game. It's probably one of the few races I'm really not a fan of. like the poster for the Panda King. The only thing about this race is I kind of know when I lost. And you kind of need like a good start almost immediately. Like how far back I'm starting. I got lost this one too. Damn. Like it's a little bit RNG. Okay, there. Surprise! Yippee yow, yippee yay. Wow, wow, west.
What? My boys have been yapping about some big mysterious dude running around cracking skulls and this is it? You mentioned my operation? Some scrawny rat with a stick. Wait a second. I've seen that stick before.
It was my father knocked your block off with it.
Your father? Wow. You're a killer? You know that Zingus Rackamagooka's got a lot of nice pictures, but way too many big words.
So you don't mind just handing it over?
What are you kidding? You break into my place, steal my stuff, trash the joint. I feel transgressed and violated. Let's rock.
Transgressed. Why are they such good aim sometimes? Ah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this guy. Kind of annoying.
My beautiful goddess, the strong. Good thing I got a spare upstairs.
Ah.
My beautiful goddess, the strong. Good thing I got a spare upstairs. This is impossible. A little pipsqueak like you beating a big strong bruiser like me? It ain't right. You and all that stupid picture book. You're gonna have to go down and hate and cross paths with this group. And then believe you me,
mugshot section of the Phoebeus raccoonus contained an entry from my gunslinging ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. His specialty was the rail walk and rail slide. He was perfected through a lifetime of theft in the Old West. Getting out of town proved to be a little more challenging than getting in. Having just missed us, Inspector Fox went for the next best thing. Dragged that canine steroid case off to jail. That was the end of Mugshot's gambling empire. Mesa City citizens soon returned home. While me and the boys, well, we enjoyed the rest of our stay in America. And then returned to Paris, ready for our next mission.
Yeah, Paris. That's right. He was in America with them.
I figured out a way to get us that.
The third member of the Fiendish Five was the infamous Voodoo priestess, Miss Voodoo. Born into a family of mystics, other children found her scary. Teaching herself to summon the undead provided what few friends she had. A career in crime allowed an adult Miss Ruby to punish the world for fearing her as a child. Chief mystic for the Fiendish Five, her powers allowed them to break both the laws of man and nature at the same time. Yet despite the whirlwind success of her youth, she managed to slip into obscurity. Last month's sightings claim she headed out of civilization deep into the Haitian jungle.
I would totally watch a cartoon based off of this. They would have to do like other stuff. It could be like the Secret Journal of Sly Cooper or something. Other adventures. They would have to. They could like reference these or something. It can't swim. I never could figure out if there's really magic going on, if it's just like really well placed technology, like a Scooby Doo kind of thing. I feel like it's a Scooby Doo kind of thing. Although, what's the main bad guy's name? I can't remember the main guy's name. Clockwork? Yeah, Clockwork. He definitely seems magical or something. Those mosquitoes are small. Oops. Yeah, the very first time I played this game, I did it without the ability to swim, and boy howdy is it hard to do Yeah, you get the ability to swim like either I think it's sometime before this area. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Ah, damn, he freaking got me. In a lot of ways, this game is way more fun than Jack and Daxter is. I like the whole like scary thing going on, and like the bad guys might be fake. There's a lot of comedy in this game. There's a whole like Scooby Doo thing going on in this game. Sly Cooper and his gang of crazy pals. Like the whole like investigation thing. They were trying to solve a mystery. If I had to say, this game is more fun, but the way Jack and Daxter is designed is a little bit better. The game, not the. I'm not talking about the art style or anything. I'm talking about the game, like the program. I'm talking about the programming. Yeah, the programming for Jack and Daxter is a little bit better. Not much better, but it's enough to make a difference. For one thing, I'm not a big fan of the bad guys. Jack and Daxter, I think the bad guys are actually pretty good in that game, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Claw, but this is a pretty easy bad guy. It's kind of like a Blues Brothers thing going on. I feel like there is. If it's not, I don't think it's necessarily magic per se, but there's definitely something going on. Like maybe like some kind of weird some kind of weird science or something, or like science meets magic, kind of a thing. These candles could represent something else, hypothetically. It could be like attached to like a digital reader or something. To make it just look like it's magic, but it's not actually magic. I feel like there's definitely some kind of magic. So there's something going on, and he has like the ability, like he has like some of his abilities are like they're definitely like magical, sort of. That way. Got myself turned around. Turn around. Bum, 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 bum. Da 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 dum. Do 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 do. This is a fun. This is a fun game that is like low stress. It's just really funny and really cool. Also like how it has kind of like an old vibe to it. Like it seems like it's something like in the 1970s or something. Oh, actually, that would make sense because it was made like in the 90s. Put it this way: somebody was definitely a fan of old spy movies. Scooby, Scooby Doo. Ah, I think I went the wrong way. Need that. Especially like later on in these, definitely need this like later on. Let's see. This is a hard one. You have to do the whole thing backwards. Well, not backwards, but you know what I mean. From the opposite direction. There's a lot of bottles over there. Ah. Ah. You know, Bentley's kind of rude. He basically calls Sly Cooper dumb, but he doesn't. He's not dumb. He's like one of the few main characters that is dumb. I would say he's just a different kind of intelligence. But yeah, he's not as smart as Bentley, but in no way is he like some normal guy or something. He's a well trained. He's a well trained ninja. And he comes up with good plans. And I feel like they changed his character a little bit because in this game, like he's like doing all the planning and whatnot. I don't know. I guess Bentley's still kind of the one making the plans, but he's definitely a better leader in this game. I feel like they changed them a little bit in the second and the third game. Oops. Wasn't sure what I was supposed to do there. Kind of lost track of where I was. And like Bentley is like just randomly rude to him for like no apparent reason. Not to mention completely jealous of him for like no apparent reason. Especially when Sly has done like nothing against Bentley whatsoever. I mean, yeah, like he can be kind of sarcastic sometimes, but he's not sarcastic to their friends. Seriously, you can't be sarcastic to your friends; they're not your friends. There's a big difference between being like outright rude and being sarcastic. Ah, come on. Oh, hey, I made it. I have to do it backwards. Backwards. Yeah. Oh, not backwards, but I don't know what word that is. Inverted? Yeah, inverted. Back. Oh, not really inverted either. More like, I don't know, maybe backwards is the right word. I have to get myself ready for school. Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna maybe I'll stream like once a week or something. Let's see. Can't do that way. Where do I go? Give me a second. That way? Yeah. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, I did that right this time. Let's see. That way? No, I just did that, I think. Okay, go that way? Get that way. Ah! I don't know why I can't make that jump. I think my goal will be once a week. I think that's a good goal, and if I can manage more than 1 week, I will. Actually, I don't know if I even want to. We'll see. Once a week is a good goal. I don't know when that's gonna be. I have to figure that out. Because I know I think it's important to be like consistent and all that. So I'm gonna try to be consistent as possible. Probably on the weekend. Like the weekend is probably a good one. Like either Saturday or Sunday. Well, actually, probably Sunday. Oh wait, did I go the wrong way? I did. Yeah, Sunday might be a good way to stream. And like, I still want to keep my streams short. And it's possible I might even stream more often, but I'm definitely going to keep my streams short. So one way or another, I'll be keeping my streams like an hour, 2 hours. So I'm not going to have my long streams anymore. Do I go here? Aha. I wasn't sure if I had 3 yet. I wasn't counting. That's the smallest snake I've ever seen. He's a handsome guy, don't you think? I actually have a strange fondness for snakes. I kind of sort of would like one, but believe it or not, they're surprisingly hard to take care of. You have to have like the right temperature and a whole bunch of other stuff. Plus, I'm not sure if I would want to feed it mice. That's kind of creepy. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put the mice inside of his cage and just let him do his business. And they like eating live animals, so I love snakes, but that's kind of mean. I feel like I just love the concept of snakes. They're cool. Bow bow bow. Dun 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 dun. Oops. I think you can actually turn him off. Yeah, you can. If you die at the right time. It's actually, I gotta remember that. Forget that. Forget the videos. Oh, whoops, I messed up. Do. Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper. Do. My name is Cooper. Sly Cooper. I definitely love James Bond. I've always loved James Bond. I feel like a Batman story that's more James Bond would actually be really good. Like, more about Bruce Wayne than Batman. Like, I would love a story about Bruce Wayne. Like forget Batman. Like this Bruce Wayne. Like this Bruce Wayne being Bruce Wayne. And like you can make it like a James Bond kind of a thing. And like he's learning how to do martial arts and all that stuff. And you have to take away some of the Batman stuff, make it a little bit more realistic. Because Batman always has like this like seemingly invincible like thing going on. Which is a little bit annoying considering he's supposed to be just a normal guy. And I get why he's supposed to be invincible, because it's like supposed to scare his opponents and whatnot. But like, I feel like there should be like more close calls, if you understand what I mean. Like maybe he's extremely good at acting, or somebody broke his ribs, but like later on that day he has to go to the hospital, and he's like a really good actor, so he seems like he's invincible, but in reality he's not. I think that would be really cool. I actually want to check out this show called Gotham, which is basically a show about Bruce Wayne. So that kind of looks good. I swear I don't have enough time in the day. A part of me wish that eternity is a real thing, because I have a lot to catch up on. I don't want to die before I finish One Piece. I don't want to leave this mortal coil before I finish One Piece. That's not fair. That's my true last regret, that I never found out the ending of One Piece. I gotta start One Piece again. I just finished Alabaster. I'm a little behind. Well, I was behind, but I kind of caught up. But like I said, I'm telling you guys, there is not enough time in a day. I mean, do doctors even watch TV? Because they probably don't have enough time to do any of that stuff. I mean, if I had to figure out exactly how much time I've wasted, and I hate saying the word wasted, but let's be real, wasted. Okay, wasted. How much time I've wasted on TV or video games is probably ungodly. They're probably borderline 10 years or more. I would say 10 years or more. 20 years feels a little bit too much because I don't think I've been watching TV that often. But put it this way, there's been days where I've done nothing except play video games. So you're talking about like 10 hours plus. I've never played a video game like all day. So that's like 7 years divided by 2. So let's call that 4 years. So let's just call that like the last 15 years. So that's about like 8 years, give or take. Well, plus you sleep for about 8 hours. But you know what I mean. Well, like you said, I don't know. I was playing the video games pretty regularly. It's almost the same. I wasn't streaming them. What in the Mario is going on? Flying turtles. Flying flaming turtles. Flying flaming turtles of death, Batman. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I love my video games and I love my shows, but the only word I can think of is a waste of time. It is. Like I wish I was doing something else. Like I haven't really worked on my art in like a really long time. I don't necessarily want to, but this is a good example. Like let's just pretend instead of video games and TV, I was working on my art all this time. And even if I didn't make any money whatsoever, at least I was doing something. I don't know. It just feels better. It really does. Like it just I don't know. It just feels better. Even though technically both of them even though technically both are a waste of time, one definitely feels better than the other. Because at the very least, I was, I don't know, accomplishing something. I don't know. Something. They said even if I made no money and got no followers, at least I was working on my own self. At the very least, I was during the last 15 years. I stayed in the gym. I recently just got back into the gym. I wish I did that much sooner. So that's all I gotta say about that. At the very least, I could have at least stayed in shape and stayed healthy. If nothing else. There's just a lot of, I don't know, I just feel like I've had a lot of lost time. Wasted time, maybe not. Like, doesn't feel like the worst, doesn't feel like the right word. But lost time definitely does. And I know it's more or less the same word. I feel like there's a slight difference between the two. It's not exactly the same word. Lost and wasted. Like lost means lost. You know what I mean? But wasted, I don't know. Wasted feels different, I guess. That's why they call it a synonym. It's not the same exact word. It's just a synonym. Wait, how do I do this? That's how. I couldn't figure out how to do that. It's been too long. He should have told me how to do it. Actually, he probably does. There we go. See, I do have a gun. I just have to have a vehicle. Ghostbusters. I wonder if they have a Ghostbusters game. Oh man, that would be so fun. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. I said. I have to look into that now. Do they have a Ghostbusters game? I would play the crap out of that. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. There's something real. Wait, there's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. There's something real. Sleeping in your. Wait, there's something strange. Sleeping in your bed. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Do 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 do. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. I said do 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 do. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Invisible man sleeping in your bed. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. There's something weird and it don't look good. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Do 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 do. I'm not afraid of ghosts. I said do 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 do. I'm not afraid of ghosts. I said do 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 do. I feel like they doubled down on the magic thing in the second one. Yeah. The third one too, I think. I mean, they have a kraken. There's definitely like magic vibes. Like it could be magic. I feel like that's how I would describe it. Like it could be magic. But I don't think it's necessarily magic. You know what I mean? Like if I don't know. Like I said, this seems to me that there's like a Scooby Doo thing going on. Like these aren't real ghosts; they're like fake ghosts. Although I don't know what that skeleton thing is. That's a good question. What is that skeleton thing? So the ghosts are definitely fake, but what's that thing? That's a good question. Maybe a shaman? Could be a shaman. Somebody dressed up as a turtle. Although this whole game is based off of animal people. So maybe it's a real turtle wearing a mask. I guess. Maybe. Possibly. I'm not sure. Hard to say on that one. And then there's Miss Ruby herself. It definitely seems like she's kind of magical. 50-50? Put it this way, these ghosts are definitely fake. I'm pretty sure Bentley even says that. Like they're made by machines. So there's definitely something suspicious is going on. You know what I mean? These aren't real ghosts. It's like they're fake. They're like fake ghosts. And I don't know what the tree ants are. Maybe the tree ants are. It could be animatronics, maybe. Maybe. Oh wow! I got really far. Crap. I don't know. Hard to say. Put it this way: there's definitely a Scooby Doo vibe, for sure, like 100%. There's definitely like a Scooby Doo thing going on. Maybe it's like half Scooby Doo, half real. Maybe maybe it's like kind of real. Did you ever like there's reality behind the fake kind of a thing? Did Scooby Doo ever do something like that? I feel like they did. There's like there really was a magic. There really was magic going on, or something not necessarily magic, but like there was something strange actually happening. Like, I don't think everything they ever done was fake. I feel like they did find like a couple real mysteries. Anybody like a huge mystery buff? I wouldn't call myself a mystery buff or like a cryptic buff or anything like that. It's just really interesting. But I can tell you, there's definitely some strange things that would be really hard to explain, even for me. And I'm like, I would call myself like a scientific enthusiast, to quote that guy from Big Hero 6. I'm a science enthusiast, but I also understand science really well. And let me tell you something, there's some stuff that would be really hard to explain. And no, I'm not talking about the science of the gaps. If you're familiar with the theory called the science of the gaps. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about real things that would be really hard to explain. For example, explain to me an octopus. Octopus are some strange ass animals. Seriously. Jellyfish? Explain jellyfish. There's definitely some there's an old saying, stranger than fiction. Yeah, fiction can be pretty odd sometimes. Platypus? Don't get me started on a platypus. Echidnas are pretty weird. Seriously, echidnas are pretty weird. Hyenas? Hyenas are very weird. I feel like snakes are actually pretty weird. There's a million different kinds of reptiles, but snakes are the only ones that crawl. Yeah, seriously, snakes are definitely kind of weird. And like in the world of like animals, snakes are pretty weird. And I guess you have snails. What else is like a snake? Worms? Yeah, worms. Caterpillars? No, caterpillars have legs. Millipedes have legs. Fish? Fish have tails. Eels. Eels. What's an eel? Is an eel a fish? What to look into that. What kind of animal is an eel? I think they're fish. Or is it a reptile? I have to look that up. What kind of animal is an eel? I'm pretty sure they're underwater creatures. Any other animals like that? Can't think of any other animals like that. Like you said, worms. Worms, eels, and snakes. There you go. 3. And I think there's several kinds of eels. I feel like there might be a couple more that I'm not thinking of. I feel like there's another animal that I'm not thinking of. But you know, I think you understand what I mean though. Like snakes are pretty weird though. Like scientifically speaking, they're pretty weird. Like there's not a lot of animals without legs. As a matter of fact, I think fish are kind of weird. They have gills. Any animal that has gills is weird. It's definitely kind of weird. How do you explain that? I mean, they say evolution, but I don't know. I'm not a huge believer of evolution. The only reason I say that is because there's no quote-unquote hard evidence. There's a lot of, like, conjecture. If you follow if you look at the bones, if you look at the bones, there's a lot of like, maybe not. You know what I mean? It's not like there's like 100% proof. It's not the hardest science in the world. Put it that way. There's a lot of theory, and I understand the difference between science theory, so don't yell at me. I know what science theory means. It's pretty much it's like the most solid type of evidence science has, but I don't know. I still think there's a difference between that and evolution. It doesn't exactly hold up to the scientific method, does it? It can't be tested and retested and retested. And I don't know why they say that, because there is such thing as scientific proof. For example, the scientific laws. Like that, no, that's the most concrete scientific thing that they have. I feel like there's other things as well. If I can hear it, see it, or taste it, then it's real. That's hard science. So, I don't know. I don't think it even quite holds up to the scientific principles, if you ask me. I think it's kind of vague. you ask me, it's definitely kind of vague. It's more vague than it should be, even for scientific. Even for scientific theory, it's a little bit too vague. That's where I kind of stand on that one. Yeah, for scientific theory, it's a little bit too vague for my liking. It's a little bit too. It's a little bit too. It's kind of a personal view. Too what? It's just two. I'm not a big fan of this one. I think every single stage has something I don't really like doing. If it wasn't for like a handful of things in this game would be like perfect. It would be like a perfect 10. I think it's close to a 9.5. I think the ending is amazing. It kind of wins a couple points for having such a good ending. I hate being kind. There's a fox in the hen house. Raccoon. But whatever, you get the idea. He's definitely very fox-like. For being a raccoon, he's very fox-like. I don't remember raccoons being that long. I feel like he should be more stubby. I feel like his tail is a little bit too bushy for a raccoon. I know. Actually, I think that's correct. I feel like that's about right, actually, for a raccoon. So I was trying to figure out if, like, Carmelita and Slykeeper would make sense, but no, they don't. So a raccoon is a completely different kind of animal. I always thought that they were like cats, or maybe they were dogs, or maybe somehow they were related to both of them, but they're not really. They're not really related to any of them. As a matter of fact, apparently, according to the research, apparently they're related to bears. I'm a bear, sort of, not directly. This most directly, like most. I think it's like their closest cousin. I have to read that again. I hate things that are timed. They're always like harder than they feel like they should be. The only thing that like would be kind of interesting is so that you beat this game and then you replayed the game that you beat, so you don't have to do the stuff that you don't have to do. And as I was replaying Final Fantasy 12, it kind of made myself realize that I skipped half the game. So I'm like, I gotta figure out something with that. Like, I kind of want to skip the beginning. I definitely want to skip the beginning, but after that, I think I'm good. Because otherwise, you kind of defeat the whole purpose of playing the game in the first place. Ah, this is annoying. This one and the next one is really annoying as well. The Piranha one. I'm not a fan of the Piranha one. I think the Piranha one has to be the most annoying, for sure. I don't know. The computer eating slugs is pretty annoying too. Actually, I don't know which one's more annoying to be honest. Probably the computer eating slugs actually. It's like 7 o'clock. I've already played this game a little bit longer than I wanted to. I would like to finish this mission and then call it a day. If I can finish this mission soon, I'll try Ruby as well. I don't know, Ruby kind of takes a while. Just doing Ruby is annoying. She's one of my least favorite things in this game. As a matter of fact, she might be my least favorite thing in this game. Jeez. I am close. How the hell are you supposed to do this? I know, like, I'm supposed to wait until they, like, get in a corner. It's been a while since I've done this. Do they have, like, a pattern? It's been a while. So annoying. Ah, push. You have to be fast. Ah, it's so annoying. Oh, come on. Ah, where? Annoying. Got ya. Oh boy. Not a very fun one. Oh. Oh, did I miss something? I did. I still need one more? Which one do I need? What do I need? That one? Oh, this one. I forgot they actually have two of them in the same area.
Why, the only way to open up that voodoo gate is by lighting all 25 tiki torches with a flamethrower on your swamp skiff. Use the left analog stick to steer and press the X button.
I am not a
to
fan of
fire the
this
flamethrower.
one.
Oh, and one more thing. You need fuel from the flamethrower, and the only source of oil are those piranha you see swimming around. Run them down with a boat. One fish fuels one shot. Hurry, you only have 2 minutes to get all the torches lit.
2 minutes is BS. Got it. That was actually a pretty damn good time. Okay, now I unlock that. Nice water. Snake! 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 Ah. I gotta try some Metal Gear Solid again. I've never really played it. I've messed around with it once or twice. So it basically would be like a first time play technically. Because I never played it all the way through. Like you said, I think I played a level on my friend's game. I think I messed around with it for a little bit, but I didn't like it. But since I wasn't really trying, you know what I mean? So it'd be basically like the first time I played. I might as well finish.
Could feel that Cooper vibe coming. Most distastefully.
Yeah, well, you can eat the creeps too, lady. Cooking up an army of ghosts isn't a very needling pastime.
Oh, Sly. I see your mouth moving, but all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Well, if jaws eat a flap, then let them flap. See you in the next world, Sly Cooper.
This is an awesome looking area.
Come back here. You can't run away forever.
Quiet tree. Quiet tree. Why don't I have my servant Chimney escort you over here? Oh, not much. Just a little game I like to play with all my annoying guests. I want to see how well you pay attention. Well, I'll unleash my mighty mojo magic upon you. If you repeat what I do, your dodge is just fine. If not, you'll get slapped.
Simon Says, huh? Sounds easy.
Yeah, I hate this one. I hate this game with every fiber of my being. This little part. Ah, I have to start all over too. Ah, I hate that. Why is it so hard? Oh, whoops. I didn't know you could do that. It's kind of weird.
Come back here. Can't run away
Yeah,
forever.
I hate that it does that.
What
I
on
literally have to
earth
listen to her every time.
This got you over.
That's another thing I hate. Like, this is so old. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but like, I feel like we're almost spoiled by like newer games sometimes. All I have to say is Mario. Mario. And even Mario is more fair than other games are. I would love to play The Lion King or like Aladdin. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah, come on. This is impossible. Impossibles. Impossibles, I say. Yeah, I hate this message. Ah, messed up. No. I wasn't supposed to mess up there. No. No. I messed up too early. Crap. Crap. I messed up too early. Rough. Got yeah. Dang. I did it without messing up either. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her. her layer is amazing, but like her, yeah.
Ruby's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held notes from my pioneering ancestor, Slight and Common. His invisibility technique allowed him to steal from corrupt pharaohs and greedy noblemen. Right on schedule, Inspector Fox's arrival cued my exit. The production of zombies, made illegal in the World Peace Accord of 71, earned Ms. Ruby a life sentence behind bars. While the gang and I enjoyed a few weeks of the tropical sunshine, working on our tans in preparation for our next caper.
Caper. You know, I secretly love, well, not secretly, I don't know why I said that. I love the idea that they take breaks and take vacations and whatnot. It's a small detail that a lot of games really don't talk about enough. There's definitely certain aspects I love about this game more than any other game. First of all, I love, like, I almost feel like I'm part of, like, the gang a little bit in this game. In Jak and Daxter, I feel like I'm playing Jak and Daxter. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I feel like I'm Jak a little bit, but, not really. But in this game, I feel like I'm, like, one of the crew. Just hanging out with my friends. Trying to get his book back. The Panda King. Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda has a game, and I actually really want to play it. We have time for one more. Oops. Ow. That's right. It's like the only game that goes down to 0. Seriously, I think this is like the only game that goes down to 0. There might be a couple others. Can't think of any. How convenient. Security key is right there. I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja. Ninja, ninja, ninja. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna call it after that. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya. This is the only game that you can erase an old game. They need to do that with more games. Anyway, take care, guys.